Hi guys, it's me, King40k, and this is going to be a video of my top 10 favourite Genestealer units. I waited for the point to come out to do this video just because I thought it would have been better. I'm going to talk about the points for a couple minutes and I'm going to go on to the list. It's the top 10 just because I done top 9 because that's the easiest number for the Thousand Suns. So talking about the points first, they're great actually. I personally like how the new points are. They're basically like AOS, and I like AOS. AOS is cool. The fact that there's all war gear is free for some units is insane. Acolyte hybrids, metamorphs. And the Patriarch is so cheap, but it's sadly not one of my top 10 favourite units for the index. But everything is good, like especially because how powerful the Genestealer build it is. It's crazy. Their enhancements are also good. I'll maybe do another video about them or something, get on a short. But like, the fact that aberrants are a bit more expensive than they were in 9th, but that full no pain really made Games Workshop want to make their stuff bigger. Just make their points more. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, it's easier to make less now. At least that's great. Yeah, I have no problems with the points other than maybe these. I mean, Saboteur and Sanctus are good actually now. They're much better. So to get into the list first, number 10 is the Acolyte Icon Ward. So the Acolyte Icon Ward this edition is going to be really good, mainly just because it gives your units the full no 5 full no pain ability and on metamorphs and acolytes. That's going to be so good. So that you could put like an acolyte icon ward, like a locust, and that's just a very powerful unit. I'm going to probably do that quite a lot. And like its weapons and stuff are similar. The ability to move the ambush markers is very good. There's not much problems have. It's also now most things are deep, so it goes great. Like almost, Junior codes have one of the best indexes this edition, seemingly, and hopefully their codex will be even better. Because right now they're shaping up to be one of the best ones in the game. But it's just quite a good unit now. I mean, it was good last edition with the healing, but its new ability is more interesting. I think being able to move the ambush markers because it still basically heals. It's great actually. I think personally, it's at least in my top 10. Maybe not your guys' top 10, but mine personally. It can lead most units. Well, not most units. It can lead them metamorphs, acolytes, and I'm pretty sure neophytes was very good. Mainly the acolytes and neophytes with that ability. That is crazy. And then, yeah, it's just a great unit. It's got its pistols normal. Its claws are not bad actually. The claws win Space Marines on 4s, which is quite good. 1OC isn't the best, but then you'll mostly be putting in like acolyte and units for our battle line, or neophyte units for our battle line as well. It's just good, very very helpful. Probably going to be in lot of situations. Circuits are just great this session. I'm gonna say that a lot this video. They're just gonna be so good and so fun to play and everything. So next I'm gonna number 9 is the Achilles Ridge Runners. You can now use 2 sadly. Not 3. Now 2. But that's probably makes more sense this edition. Because they're still very good. They can give crossfire. That's like the main reason they're here. They can give crossfire. As far as I can tell, it's similar to the last edition now. And if you give it the spotter, everything hits on freeze, but it's great because I give it the spotter. Yes, toughness 7 is also quite good on a vehicle that size. Is I like how you just run over stuff at strength 5. You win most basic infantry on freeze with that. I just find it really funny. Like, The mining laser is good too. Very good, nice strength 12. It's just like going to be a good anti-tank, I think, this edition. Seemingly. Scout 9 as well is good in the Deadly Demise 1. That's alright. It can get the smoke keyword and it can give its weapons the ignore cover ability. What's very good. Yeah, you can run them in 2s now. That Scout 9 is going to be great, actually, I think, personally. And Atlan Jackals are still great, and I'll put them a bit further in the list, but this, mainly giving it Crossfire is great, and like, yeah, and they changed Crossfire to be, to improve the armor penetration instead of, hit rolls, what is probably much better this edition because AP has been changed quite a lot. I think it's, yeah, I think it's going to be very good, especially the spotter hitting on 3s. That's much better, I think. It's just like a good thing. Number 8 is the hybrid metamorphs. I might have put these a bit low. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. But the accurate shot runners are great this edition, and next is the metamorphs. The fight on death is great on a free up fight on death, and you can heal with the cult icon. The hand flamers being free is crazy. It's so much better. They have strike and sweep weapon profiles. What's interesting, I really like that. That's fun. Yeah, I've not so much infantry things with them. You know, in the hand flamers, I have a feeling they're gonna I have a feeling they're gonna change the points of it, because the hand flamers on 3 metamorphs and acolytes are insane. 6-inch move, toughness 4, 5 up save, 1 wait, yeah, 1 something, I can't read that. 7 up leadership and 1 OCs. The 7 up leadership isn't the best, but like it's fine. Hand flavors mainly being free is crazy. It's busted. Cult leader weapons are also leaders. Cult weapons aren't bad either. It can be added to. A character can be added quite a few units. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the scouts. Them having the scouts ability is very interesting to me. It's just, just having them run up and then maybe like advance, just run up fast, and then you can just shoot the hand flamers with no penalty. Like, run 12 inches up, if there's anything that's right. Hand flamers are going to be so good this edition because they're free. Yeah, I'm going to... And the Savage Amalgam is quite good, just the... if it hadn't fought already, fight on death on a free up, that's very good. Its weapons are mostly strength 5 except the metamorph mutations. Sweep was strength 4. This overall is going to be a great unit. And number 7, I think we're on 7, is the Locust. The Locust is great this edition. Mainly because it gives its unit the fight first ability, and give your other character unit that you feel no pain for up ability. It's just going to be so good with like an Acolyte icon ward, some Metamorphs or Acolyte hybrids, and the Locust. That's going to just be crazy. That is going to be like a just melee powerhouse. That's why it's so high. It's like, its stats are alright. Stats aren't the best, but like 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, 5 strength, minus 2 AP and 2 damage is great if you can somehow get them all wounded. I think, because like that's hit that one Space Marines on freeze. I'm saying Space Marines because that's like the most common army. And the toughness change, and like it can do max 10 damage, but it's very good if you get very lucky. And they don't have any saves or anything. I mean, the AP minus 2 is very good this edition now. I think this is gonna be a bit underrated as a unit. I may be completely wrong when the comparative list for Gene Circles start coming out, but currently I think that the Locust is gonna be quite underrated this edition. It can also join units that and our leaders in, which is quite interesting. There's quite a few units that in Genestealer cults that are like that, similar to the lieutenants in Space Marines. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a great unit in game. The given its units fight first is busted with many things, mainly the metamorph. I'm gonna be running him lots with the metamorph. That is my main plan for my metamorphs, is run up, and I think the metamorphs give him the Scout 6 ability as well, what is great. Number 6, I think we're on 6 now, is the it's the pure string Genestealers. Sadly the only character that can join them is the Patriarch. But you know, Patriarch's very cheap. He's going to be just a good beat stick. Sadly, he's not one of the best units in my opinion. 5 up invulnerable save is going to just be great with just always use it. The fact that it can, they're infiltrators as well with the Patriarch, so they can infiltrate and then it just advance in charge is gonna be just great. You know, if you can run in 5s or 10s. Forgot to mention that. It's kind of obvious, but like it's gonna just be great. Running up, having the Patriarch and the Patriarch just do the infiltrators about, and then advance up with their 8-inch movement and then charge. That is gonna be a very good alpha strike on turn 1. And you could probably even, I mean, you can also deep strike them in, but it seems a better idea just to have them use the infiltrate ability and then just advance and charge a big unit or a big character. That's my plan for them at least. 4 toughness 4 is also quite good. 2 wins is quite good. Leadership 7, that's what the one was for. Leadership 7 is not the best, but you know, you have a decent chance of getting it. Then really these units don't matter much if they're battle shocked, in my opinion. Like, that's not really their main use. Number 5, I think we're on 5, is the Atlan Jackals or Atlan Jackals, however you want to say that. So now with the Atlan Jackals, they're just in a unit with the Wolf Quads, what they probably should have been all along. Wolf Quad has 2 extra wins, and that's really it. They have a scout of 9, and they can they get mortal wins on the charge and stuff. And if you co ambush them, so they have a bit of a weird thing where, like, if they can't do it, they just don't exist. Sadly, their weapons are good as well. Like, you know, hitting on 4's not bad. That's just the normal. This Virgin Circles, obviously. It's just going to be a great unit in general. Just, you know, as they were last edition, I have a few people will be running like 30 Atlan Jackals just to be annoying. Yeah, the Wolf Quads are also quite good now. Like, mainly the fact that they have 2 extra wins. I mean, they also have 2 extra wins now, but now that their toughness and stuff is changed, wait, no, hasn't actually. Sorry, I got mixed up. And the toughness is stayed the same. They're the mining laser is much better now, and it's strength 12. That's like the best thing about them actually. And the 6+1 is great. It's going to just be a great unit to use for Genestealer cults. The and Jackals, as they always are, they're like one of the mainstays of the force. I'm surprised they're not in any discount boxes. Come on, Games Workshop, get on the discount boxes with the and Jackals. Like, come on. Just a like, come on. Do it for the battle forces or a new combat patrol, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a new combat patrol with each of the codex releases. I think I remember them saying that. Was very good. Number 4 is my favourite Games Workshop model, the Abominant. He's so good. I can't wait to talk about the Abominant this edition. I'm so happy with him. It's gotta be so good because he can just heal on a 2 with full wins. He's so tanky. He's toughness 6, 5 up save. Yeah. He has the 4 up feel no pain though. If you fail to save 5 wins, it's very good. 7 up leadership and 1 AC. That doesn't matter. When he can heal, he can just join up a squad and heal. And if I'm pretty sure he also gives the squad a sustained hit sponge, what's very good on aberrants. You know, extra sixes generating extra hits on strength 8 weapons. It's crazy. I'm gonna put these guys. I'm gonna put 10 aberrants and a bombing in a truck. I had this great, and then I'm pretty sure you can run free. Because if I've read correctly, Genestealer does not exist anymore. So now you can run free abominants with 30 abominants and free trucks or something like that. It's gonna just be insane. If I've read the rules correctly, at least Genestealer does not exist. It's free attacks, hitting off threes. It should hit on twos, but you know it makes sense how it doesn't because it's strength 12 minus 2 be d6 plus 1. That is insane. It has deep strike as well. Yeah, it doesn't matter much. Because who would actually? I mean, it might depending on your strategy and who you're against, but the fact that he can just revive with full wounds is absolutely busted in my opinion. It's so good. He's so good. Services in background. It's insane. I mean, sustained hits 1, it should be sustained hits 5. I'm joking, it shouldn't. That's too powerful. On aberrants. Aberrants is gonna just be so good. Toughness 6 is very just good as well. Tougher than Terminators. He's tougher than a Terminator. Come on, let's go, big man. He's tougher than a Terminator. He's so good this edition. I'm so happy that they buffed him. Like mainly the reviving is great. You know, I mean, like it's so good. And number 3, I'm pretty sure we're on number 3, is the unit he can lead. The only reason he's not above them is because they're just bigger units. It's the Aberrants. The Aberrants this edition got a big buff in my opinion. The toughness. The toughness changed to toughness 6 and 3 wins is much better. They're basically the same way, like they're mainly have heavy power weapon is really the same. The heavy improvised weapon isn't as good in my opinion. You know, it's just my opinion. But they have a lot more attack, but like strength 8 minus CP 3 damage, much better. They also have a funeral pain 4. That's why they got that big buff in points. Well, it's a nerf in points, but you know, that's what I meant. Well, characters in the unit each time an attacks target this unit if the toughness characteristic for the attack is written the wounds characteristic -1 for the tough wound roll. So basically, if like you're getting hit with something that's stronger than toughness 6, so you get a -1 to the wound. They get a -1 to the wound roll. What is very good. This unit is going to be so fun, just putting a truck or rock round and just drive up the board, and then you can get out and then just charge. Well, no, you can't charge actually, thinking about it, that's Land Raiders that can do that, but you should be able to. They should have that ability, but they don't, sadly. This unit is going to be so good. 3 wounds. A unit of 10 aberrants and an abominant is going to be maybe one of the most tanky units in this entire game. Sadly, you cannot put a locust in an aberrant squad, but that might be too powerful. Like, I think that would be too busted. I hope they change it in the codex though, but that would just be, sorry about the sound background. That would be that would be maybe one of the best units in the entire game, but sadly it can't happen. I wish it did. It should have. But this unit is gonna this is now in the top 3 actually. In my opinion, it's so good. If you would put it anywhere lower, I think you're wrong. I just think, like, your opinion's wrong. Sorry. My opinion better than your opinion because I'm on YouTube. That is a joke, obviously. But, like, Movement 6, I think they were Movement 5 last edition, if I remember right. But it's much better. Number 2... Oops, sorry about that. Number 2 is the Neophyte Hybrids, the main battling unit of the Genestealer cults. I talked about them in the video talking about the the index, no, not index, the preview. They're so good, like, especially free warrior, free seismic cannons, free magnetic lasers, free everything. You know, the CP thing is just as good as it's always been, you know, for the last few weeks. You can run them 20 still at least, but you know, I might just run them in 10s. I mean, I only have 20 anyway, but I should get more because I'm a Genestealer player. Come on. Mining laser is strength 12, mine 3 G6 plus 1 as it was last time I talked about it. You know, they're gonna just be a great unit this edition, just absolutely, you know, just uh, I can't word for it. I'm just so happy with how the jeans circuits are. I'm finding it hard to word things. I'm sorry. Heavy stubber being rapid fire from is that 3 or 1 is very good. I think interesting how they turn the shotguns and auto guns into just one gun now. Forgot to mention that in the last video during the Ginger Calls. But yeah, a list is going to be much better with 120 neophytes max. Nope. It's going to just be great. 120 neophytes. Someone is going to run that. Most people will probably run that. I won't because I don't have that money. But most people will. One reason I don't have the money is I have 4 main armies. But still, it's crazy. The auto pistol is the same. Most of the weapons are same as last edition, as far as I can tell, though. But it's just gonna be great. Power weapon actually is more powerful than the chainsword. That makes sense. Probably because no one start use chainsword. But yeah, the sorry about that. They just not going infecting me. It's just absolutely great for Gene Station. And number one, the only reason these are number one is because of the points changes. The points changes made this unit absolutely busted. It's of course the Acolyte hybrids. I deeply regret giving these guys auto pistols. Now I'm gonna get more Acolyte hybrids and give them the hand flamers. Free hand flamers on OC2 units. Just give them all hand flamers is great. Who cares about the hit roll of one if you give them all hand flamers? That does not matter. I mean, the wind reroll is good, but the hit roll, you need to give them all hand flamers. And then the mining, you can also give them the mining tools. You know, if you want to, of course. But, you know, all hand flamers. Just flame the enemies of the four-armed emperor. It's so good. Give them an icon if you want to. Sadly, can't run them in 15s anymore, but that does not matter. They're so good. They are so good. Like I mean, 5-up save. That doesn't matter when you're flaming your enemies. They're actually busted. They are gonna be some of the best units possibly this edition. They are definitely the best unit for Genestealer cults. I only have 5. I'm getting more. I will get more Acolyte hybrids, and I'm even procs to the autoguns as hand flamers. They're that good. Free hand flamers. They're 75 points now, but that doesn't matter. You know, they're so good. It's absolutely insane. You can run 60 hand flamers, 60 D6. That's like loads. I'm not bothered doing the math. Their mining too. Their mining weapons got just put into one. What makes sense? Strength 10 minus 2 AP, 3 damage. That's also great. But you know, if you want them to be melee, I like this. I would probably do that as well. Like give a few hand flamers. Give some mining weapons. They're so good. They are busted. You know, deep strike. Great. That's fine. Deep strike them in if you want. Deep strike them in with the hand flamers. Movement 6, that's fine. Toughness 4, that's good. Save 5, that's one of the best. But Gene Circles are a hard army. Leadership 7, that's not the best. 2OC, that's quite good. You know, they're just busted. If Neophytes had hand flamers, they would be better. That's it. That's the end of this video for me. Goodbye. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. What's a good possibility because you will. I may be doing one about Necrons, possibly. I might be. I'm not sure. Bye.